Hello everyone. Last video we did the right part. This is a figure 15 about the information flow between business unit. Today we go to the next one. It's an overview of the key change on the overall enterprise architecture. So this picture actually is I really like such kind of the model because as enterprise architecture work, normally is you are not working on one single layer. You will face primarily in your daily work is do the cross the layer mapping, application to business, business to strategy, strategy to motivation, and also linking the bottom to the physical, the technology. So when you finish some repository build, you will soon see such kind of things often. So let's do this. Open our model first. Before we go to the modeling, let's examine this cases. It's talking about this the sum alignment for this figure is about the new process, new services, and the information application. So the highlight right one are the so-called new, including those relations. So that is primarily those non-highlight one should be already in our repository. And also some highlight one is should already existed in repository in the past figures. If you see something is now called in the different name, you can start to decide is whether you update the existing repository element or you create new. But bear in mind is the context is the most important. Is if you create a new, is that this new really as a new parallel element, or that should be better is you are changing name. Let's go to that in more detail. So first of all is let's see. So let's do this from scratch. Let's do our duplication and move to the to B. So that is our target, and rename that. Yeah, just the core overall changes in EA. And we can see here is first definitely we have our customer. So that is let's do these things. Whenever we have that, let's make that insight. And then this we also let's see how much is those grouping we have. So looks like they're using some non-modeling the grouping things. So let's make some grouping the element here so that we can put our the element directly here. So just for the indication. So we have our actor group, then we have external business services group. Just to use the Control C and Control V, so or you can drag and drop. So one is for the external, one is for internal, and then we have something for business process, and the last is the application. So we can adjust the height later on. So first, we put this of customer here. So then we put that, and then we have several the services. When we built that before, we didn't distinguish whether that is the external or internal. So it looks like from now on we have more knowledge. It's also a suggestion is whenever you capture new knowledge, is make that knowledge is documented in your repository. So develop the contract service order, the registration, invoice, delivery service, and order information service. So you can see here is even it's highlighted as something new change is already in our repository. So let me put that here. So those are so-called external services. And then this we can drag this here and order, registration, order information, delivery, and then the order. That is the, let's put that in the right, because we will highlight that is the changes part. Okay, so that is our external service. You see here is we already built all the service, the relationship in previously on the view. So instead of that kind of not the strict, you can expand this customer. Then this you can see a little better view. Then for the internal customer, the service, whether we have that, we have the customer risk assessment, but we didn't have that another one. So let's create that business service. Customer approval service and risk things. So we have these two. We can put that here and make this closer to here. And then we have this process layer. So let's make that larger. Then we can examine the business process. So we have quite a lot. Develop the contract, we have a register contract, we have track, we don't. But process, the DC contract we have, but we don't have the process customer contract. So let's drag this first, and we are creating some new business process. Process customer order, and another thing, track customer order. Those are something is new, and you can examine this from this customer approval service, the new service. We don't yet have this the things to have, and from the service to service, we are using the serving. So here we can drag this, but from this customer risk, we also don't have that kind of linkage. So let's do this linkage. So both of them is linked to this develop contract service. And then this tool realization is already have. And actually, it's in the earlier view, we have this customer risk assessment service serving this develop the contract process. So let's keep that. So unless this will creating some conflict message, but I think that's good. Is we have this knowledge still. So we have this tool. And then this we are creating some new things. Is from this tracking customer order, we should have the realization to this order service management. So order information service. And also here should have from the process we are making some flow. So register order flow to this tracking order, as well as this process order flow to here. And then they are within the order. Actually, you can within the process. You can see here we can use serving, we can use trigger. Let's keep on this. We keep using the serving. So let's do that. So that is the enough for this business process layer modeling. Then we go to the application layer. So let's see, make that bigger. Make the application expand. Let's examine. So when you see the components, you can expand this. Where is CRM system? We have a CRM. So I suppose that is what I'm talking is. Are we continue use this CRM or we create a CRM system, new name. So that is the depends on is let's examine. So from this visualizer, so CRM has the relation with ERP, is linked with BI, and also link with the information or the data object. And part of this integrated customer-centric because it's new. So if we create a new CRM system, looks like it's maybe a little the duplication on the concept to the CRM. That's similar to ERP. If we call a new ERP application, so that may be great, gave us some confusing. So my suggestion is from now on, we can make our the conclusion is let's starting to update the earlier elements. Then is whenever we see the CRM, then we use the CRM system instead. So that impact on this figure 08 because when we change on the repository, your old figure will be updated accordingly. So, but that is to me is that can prevent we create the double CRM, double ERP. So let's try to make your repository simpler because that also carry on a relationship here. Is CRM has the ERP, they have some linkage. And then is let's create the new one, so customer order monitoring application. We are putting that here. And then this you can see another beneficial is when you drag this ERP, EAI, the bus, because we already built this ERP system linked with this EAI. So that again is gave our the reason. Another reason is we should reuse the one. Otherwise, this relationship will be tricky. So you will create another the relation from EAI bus to our second ERP system. So that the way is keep analyze your repository and make instance decision is whether you reuse or you will create new. So that will help to make your repository clean. Okay, we have those the application layer settled down. Then we have a lot of the serving. So these all let's starting from left. CRM has many the serving. So I already press Shift to lock these the serving. So let's lock this serving. So we use this serving. So CRM serve this develop contract, serve this customer approval service, and then serve register contract, customer risk, and also process customer order, ERP, same, and then this customer order, the monitoring is like this. So just to try to prevent this, we have those overlapping. So let's make C here. So we can make this like move this to here. And when you move that is just to keep in short. I think you can move this like this way. I just show you is how to make your view is not overlapping too much each other. So when I did this, is I also need to realign, make this the relationship distribute. So you can see we have done enough modeling. Let's save our space to make that shorter. Then remember is what we can highlight is on the line, the relation. We can highlight the link, and on the element we can highlight the font. So let's do this. So first, let me select those link. So all those are new. press Shift when you do this selection. And then from the appearance is line color. Let's also make this line width like this way. So you have that, and you let's pick up those highlighted the box, and we give this icon with the red, and also you can make the text red and make text bold, and no need to change the font size. So that is quite similar to what we have done compared to this the case study. So let's stop here, and we will move to the next one in the business architecture. Will be simpler because that is talking about something is within the business layer. Talk with you in the figure 17. Bye for now.